Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, today we're going to be doing another creepy video, and today we are going to be talking about stalkers. So stalkers have been around forever. I mean, basically anytime there's somebody that's so obsessed with another person, whether they love them or hate them, they're going to want to follow their every move. I mean, there's been stories of stalkers from back in the biblical times, and then there's been stories of stalkers now. There are tons of stalker cases, and these are just a few of the scariest. Okay, so first I'm going to show you a video. Now this video, I'm warning you, is so uncomfortable to watch. Okay, so here's a little backstory. A guy and a couple of his friends were out filming a video project for school. They were standing by train tracks, and while they were filming, they noticed two masked people standing on the other side of the tracks. Now, it seemed to be a boy and a girl, both wearing masks, just standing there staring at them. So the guy and his friends were like, let's get the fuck out of here. They thought maybe it was a prank or something, but they just wanted to be safe. But when they left, the people in masks followed them. And there's a part 2 to the story, but I will just show you this video first. Check it out.
Holy fuck. It's right to now. Get back to me. What the fuck? I don't know.
I know, fucking creepy as fuck. So when the guy got home, he called the police and they investigated it. They couldn't find the people. But the police watched the video that I just showed you guys and noticed something very scary. If you slow it down and zoom in, you can see that the two masked people are holding guns. Just check it out right here. Yeah, not only were they wearing fucking masks, but they were holding guns. If that's not a fucking scary movie, I don't know what is. Well, obviously the police did a lot of investigating, and then the two people ended up turning themselves in and saying it was just a prank. But was it? I guess we'll never know. Now this next stalker story is very famous, so a lot of you guys might already know it. I had not seen it before, and when I saw it, it fucked me up. I thought it was 100% fake. I was like, there is no way this is real. The guy that is telling the story 100% says it is very legit. Okay, so here's what happened. In 2009, there was a man named Joe Cummings. He lived in an apartment in New York with his girlfriend. Now, in the morning, he woke up and he noticed that there was some food missing. So he went to his girlfriend and said, "Did you eat my food?" She said no. He thought she was lying. The next morning, same thing. There's more food missing. Things in the kitchen have been moved around. So he's convinced that his girlfriend is sneaking food in the middle of the night. And he thinks it's kind of funny. So he decides to set up a camera. And he hopes that he's going to catch his girlfriend eating the food. He's going to show her. They're going to laugh about it. And she's going to be like, "Fuck, you caught me." Well, that is not what happened. When Joe set up the camera and watched the footage the next day, this is what he saw. Yeah, a woman just crawled out of his attic and went to his fridge and started eating the food. But that's not where it ends. She then did something even more fucking crazy. I can't even process that. Fuck. Okay, so I did some research on this and I read an interview with Joe, and here's what he said. He said that in his apartment there was a big storage space, or an attic, that he never ever checked. He said while he lived there he had heard little noises up there, but he always thought maybe it was just rats. Now when he contacted the police, they basically came and said that it looked like she had gotten through from the window because there was a fire escape and he was on like the top level. So she got in from outside, probably to rob him, saw the storage space and was like, fuck, might as well set up camp here. And the police said that it looked like she had been living there for a few weeks. I don't know. There is a lot of speculation about this. A lot of people think it's a prank or a hoax, but a lot of people do believe it because it's not that crazy when you think about it. There are stories of people who have lived in random people's houses for years and they didn't even know about it. Jennifer Lopez had a stalker who lived in her beach house, but we will talk about that later because that story, it's super fucked up. That's a whole nother story. Okay, so let's move on to another video. This one is pretty popular online because people literally have no idea if it's real, if it's fake, or what happened to the people in the video. So this is the video of the two teenagers who supposedly disappeared and were murdered in Croatia. So in the video you see these two teenagers just filming and hanging out in the park.
Da.
Daj, nemoj me snimat, please, se bože. Nemoj me snimat.
Da, mu nešto raditi, ne znam, snimit neko.
Ajdemo do mate.
So everything seems to be normal, they're just hanging out in the park, and then a guy shows up. And he seems to just be standing in the shadows, watching them.
Ne, jel pišu, kaj radi? Sam stoji.
Ali, znamo dalje mi.
Kaj radi?
Pa nemam pojma.
Dobro, ne veze, aj, neće idemo mi, kaj? Nemoj me snimat.
And then the man comes up to them later with a bag over his head. Watch.
Kaj?
Dobro, daj.
Korak.
Nemam pojma, daj ga šutni, ja ne. Daj ga šutni.
Okay, so the teenagers think it's a joke. They think maybe the guy's just drunk or homeless or something, so they leave. Well, later, when they are far away from the park and they are by their apartment, the guy shows up again, and then he lunges at them.
Snimaj ga, sad ga snimaj, sad nemoj pobjeći. Kaj radi se, bože? Kaj radi?
Ne znam. Ej, jel si ti u redu, onak?
Oprostite, jel vam treba pomoć?
And then after that, supposedly the teens were never seen again. And I did a lot of fucking research on this. I really searched, and I cannot find any proof that this is fake or any evidence that these guys are alive. They literally have not been seen since. So who knows, was it a stalker that had been watching their every move and just waited for the perfect moment to attack? Or was it totally random and it was just a crazy killer? I guess we won't know. So this leads us to some really scary stalker stories involving celebrities. And I'm warning you, these ones are really fucked up. Now first we're going to talk about Jennifer Aniston's stalker. Now Jennifer Aniston reported a man who she said had been stalking her for a long time. Now when the police arrested the man, they found in his car a knife, duct tape, and a love letter written to Jennifer. And the scariest part, he scratched "I love Jennifer Aniston" onto the side of his car. But luckily that guy was caught and Jennifer has a restraining order, so hopefully she'll be fine. Now in 2014, Sandra Bullock did not get so lucky. She came face to face with her stalker in her own house. Okay, so it was 1 a.m. and Sandra was in her bed trying to sleep. Then she heard loud noises coming from the hallway. So she got up to check it out. She figured it was probably nothing, maybe it was just like the wind. So she went to close her bedroom door, and when she did, there was a man standing in the hallway wearing dark clothes staring at her. So she slammed the door shut, locked it, and called 911. Now the cops came and arrested the man, and what they found on him was very disturbing. He had a notebook filled with love notes, with journal entries about her, and with pictures of her that he cut out from magazines all pasted together. And in the notebook he said, "I will forever be thinking about you and Louis, my son, as you are my wife by law, the law of God, and you belong to me and me to you." Yeah, literally he thought they were married. And he was in her house. And her baby was there. I mean, the whole thing is just, oh. Now this next story is one that I brought up earlier. And when I found out about this, I literally checked every room in my house twice. So Jennifer Lopez had a crazy obsessed stalker who lived in her pool house for 6 days without anybody knowing. So the stalker's name was John Dubus, and he was 49 years old. He was sleeping on a couch in her pool house for 6 days. And the creepiest part is while he was there, he was posting pictures on Twitter of like his experience being in her pool house, and nobody saw the pictures. He took a picture of him biting this heart-shaped box of chocolates, and the caption was, "Jenny, always sending my love." And then there was other pictures of him just around her property, hanging out in her backyard, just like living his life in her house. There was even a picture of one of the trees in her backyard that he carved their initials into. And the caption was, "Some more David and Jenny art." So Jennifer Lopez wasn't home at the time. She was on tour. And literally, he parked his car in her driveway. And neighbors were like, "Who is this man?" But he would tell them, "Oh, I'm just security. I'm just here while she's away." Well, Jennifer Lopez found out about this and called the cops, and the man was arrested. Okay, so this last story is like really fucking crazy, and when I watched the video I was like feeling a lot of things. Okay, so this happened in 2016 in the bikini section of a Target. But before I get to that, let me rewind a little bit and go to something that happened 2 years earlier. So 2 years earlier, a woman was shopping in a department store, and a man walked up to her and started asking her questions. Now the questions seemed innocent enough at first. He asked her, "Oh, what do you think about this dress? I want to get it for my wife. Do you think she's gonna like it?" But then the questions got progressively creepier. He would say, "It's pretty see-through. What do you think? Do you think she should wear underwear? Do you think she should shave? Like, do you think you'll be able to really see her body underneath? Do you ever wear clothes like this?" Like, it started getting really scary. So obviously the woman was like, "Get the fuck away from me," left the store, reported the guy, and was like, "That guy's a creep." Well, 2 years later, the same woman was in Target in the bikini section, and a man walked up to her. And she knew he looked familiar, but she couldn't figure it out. Well, the first question that the man asked was, "I have this dress, and I want to get it for my wife. What do you think?" And the woman was like, "Fuck, this is the man from 2 years ago who sexually harassed me in the store." So she pulls out her camera without him knowing and starts filming it. And then this happened.
Over there at Ross, she calls them like maxi dresses, like those long dresses.
Right.
Like, if you don't want to make sure it's not too, like, I was gonna need to get like a backup here, but just want to make sure it's not too like sheer or clear.
Right. Do you remember running into me in the grocery store? No, hey, where are you going? Come back. Hey, get this guy. Stop him. Stop this guy. Stop him. Stop that guy. Call the cops. Call the cops on him. Call the cops. Get where he's fucking going. No, fuck you. Follow this. No, you caught you motherfucker. Come here, you fucking piece of shit. Where are the 2 kids at, huh? Where are your 2 babies at? Keep running, motherfucker! Yeah, keep running!
Yeah, really, really scary and very real, and just everything about that video gives me chills. Well, the police caught this man and they interviewed him, and he said he had a problem with porn, and that he liked filming women without them knowing, and that he sometimes would go up to minors. But I went to the Facebook of the woman who told this story, and she said that the guy is still out there and that she wanted to spread the message and make people know how much of a fucking creep he is. I don't know how he's still out in public after being caught, but that's not my thing. I'll leave that in the police's hands. So those were just a few of the scariest stalker stories and some stalker videos that I have seen. And just to end this video, I want to let you guys know that you should always keep a lookout for things that seem strange to you. If you see a man looking oddly at a woman or following her in a store, report it. If you see some weird comments on a YouTuber's videos, report it. Just keep your eyes and ears open for anything that you think could be a stalker, because they are all around. Alright, you guys, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Well, at least hopefully you were entertained by it. If you want more videos like this where I talk about creepy stuff, please give me a thumbs up so I know. And also subscribe to my channel right down below because I make new videos every day. And if you want to see all my other scary videos where I talk about death or conspiracies, I'll put a link to a playlist right at the top of the description below. Alright, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Watch your back. Oh, look how happy she is. She has no idea. She's like, "Mom, are we going to a carnival? Is there going to be funnel cake?" "No, sweetie, but don't worry. The carnival's going to be fire."